I'm going to be doing Lemurian cards today and talking a little bit about the energies. Give me a second. Give me a moment to find this feed and get started. I'm going to be doing Lemurian Star Child Oracle, which is one of my favorites. I had gotten it on one of my trips to Glastonbury recently, and I swear I manifested it just for me, if you know me, right? I manifested it just for me. I'm really into a lot of these past places. I have a lot of people come find me that might have had past lives in places like Lemuria and Atlantis, so I really love these cards. So go ahead and drop your name if you're going to want a card. I'm going to get started. I'm going to be talking a little bit about the energies. I'm just sharing this feed out. If you're just finding me, please take a second to share it out too. So give me a minute to share this out. Make sure that you're sharing it out too. I always give away an activation off of every video, so for a chance to participate in that giveaway, you can just share this feed out. And I don't find the person till the next day, so that, you know, you can participate still if it's on replay. Alright, we have a lot of powerful energy hitting the planet. I have a lot of friends that do these videos too. And I saw a post where someone was like, current energy report, I'm hungry, eating a lot of food, can't really move, I might need a minute to sleep, right? And that really sums it up great, because, you know, I'm looking at the, geomagnetic energies and things like that, and this is a time to integrate. We have a huge influx of energy that is going to begin to hit this planet probably Sunday-ish. And we also have the equinox, right? So it opens up a gateway to another realm, other dimensions, right? Other planes of existence. It's really powerful energy and powerful stuff. So a lot of people have had kind of a rough week this week energetically, getting ready to be prepared for this gateway, whether it was feeling upgrades, you know, feeling ascension kind of symptoms, feeling tired and needing to integrate, needing a break, needing a minute. These are all normal things that you could have been feeling this week. We also had Saturn shift direct. I am not a fan of Saturn. I think it's kind of a low vibrational energy. We know the global elite tend to worship those kind of frequencies, and so whenever we have that kind of Saturn influence, it can kind of take a minute. We have a lot of karma that has been surfacing this week too, and it might not have been like your ex calling you back. It could have been you were thinking about past relationships, past lessons, things going on in your mind. These are things coming up so that you can release them and heal them more. It isn't so that you call this person, is to let it go furtherly. We have more things to forgive, more things to heal, more things to release, so we kind of have that influence this week. Now next week, we not only have the equinox energy Monday, and I'm not going to be live that day. I'm going to be doing a transmission in a different group area. So we have that equinox energy, but we also are going to go right into a new moon energy towards the end of the week. So we have some pretty intense energies on the way. A lot of you guys are becoming more and more energy sensitive to these energies too as they're coming in. I just did a video in my Sparks of Divine Light Healing Reiki group, which I put on this feed. Right, so it should be the last post under this. And I just did a transmission talking about if you're an empath and how your solar plexus is wide open and you tend to be absorbing a lot of these geomagnetic energies as you're coming in. Like, I know a lot of empathic types that are getting more and more sensitive to these kind of ascension energies. So I did do a video below this on this page. If you didn't see it, maybe check it out. My link is above. I'm going to be doing Lemurian cards right now. And if you don't get a card, or if you need me, just go to my site, set up a reading, set up an activation, check a class out. I'll come find you. Okay, Ricky Hindit. And make sure you guys share this out if you didn't. I really love these cards. Ricky, key to freedom. Healed inner child. Create inner safety. Self-kindness. Through healing our inner child, we become whole. We all had a lot of trauma, okay? We had ways that we were not treated good. Our emotions were denied, right? Ignored, things like that. These are the things that we're overcoming karmically. Keep on working on your inner child. This is a reminder for me too. I'm really glad it's Friday, right? because I need to unplug for a minute. Sometimes we get so focused doing the same thing over and over that we need to take some time to have more fun. Literally, get outside, have more fun, do something new, even if it's connecting with nature. Oh, Susan Thomas, good. Please share this out too. Susan, Earth Angel. Kindness, sensitivity, and strength, higher perspective, divine abilities. Once we wake up, we really become angelic in a sense because we're tuned in and perceiving the spiritual world. At the least, we're spiritual messengers. Our human body is changing. We are becoming angelic humans as we're activating kind of these divine templates once again. Rebecca Ann Secudo. Sacred Mountain. Vision Quest, Clarity and Truth, Shambhala, Deep Healing. And I love that because for sure I draw a lot of starseeds to me. And, you know, pay attention to your dreams and messages. You having the interdimensional reach out to you. Vesna Milo, Storm. It's okay to feel it all. Cleanse, collapse to the old, and realignment. And if you are someone who is sensitive to these ascension energies or these kind of space storms, then you're meant to be harnessing the storms. And I know that takes practice because I'm learning how to do it, doing my mission and doing these videos. But we can use that energy coming in to create, to manifest, to do powerful stuff. So if you are someone who is sensitive to these kind of geomagnetic energies, well then that is an ability that we're going to kind of grow into, being able to harness these storm elements. Regina Javette, good morning. Flow, release, control, divine will, oceanic consciousness. We have a lot surfacing, especially with the divine feminine this week. And I have to remind you that even if you are a man, you hold those energies within you too. So we have a lot surfacing from the shadow side of the feminine, things coming up, things releasing. Gabrielle Crombie, good morning. Depths of Love, I love this card too because it's very Lemurian with the dolphins. Let go of fear, to jump into love, go beyond attachments. This is really about letting go, and fear is our biggest obstacle. This is a manifest reality. It is the biggest way we've been lied to yet, because we have been taught that we can sit there and think negative thoughts and it isn't affecting our reality or our body. And we actually know now that our thoughts are not only affecting and building our reality, but they have a big influence on our health, right, and on our energy. More positive thoughts will shift your entire reality in a good way. Rachel Norell Rich. Good evening. Crystal Child. Your natural core, pure, innocent, removing falsehood and seer. And this is about spiritual purity. This is about getting back to a pure essence in so many ways. Susan Edelstein Blank. Ships of Light. I love it. There are many that are not only having, you know, extraterrestrial contact, whether it's through visions, dreams, downloads, things that's happening, but for the first time in a while, humanity is getting back to their multidimensional essence. Beam up your vibration. Open up to Star Family. Michelle Morphy. Vision of Unity. Focus on the light, right to see, releasing illusion, pineal activation. Keep working on your third eye. And I know there's a lot of stuff going on at any given day. You know, we can choose to focus on the negative going on around us or the positive. Just stay grateful for the things that you do enjoy that are going good. This is how we can continue to raise our vibration. Kristen Eberly, portholes. Doorways into the now, letting go of the warrior. This storm that we're entering into really is a porthole, and it's huge for our manifesting, for our healing. It is a gateway into another place, another time. Emma Bagwell. Oh, it's getting hot on this whole planet, in case people aren't noticing. It will continue to probably get hotter. We're going to continue to see more storm activity, more volcanic activity, more earthquakes, more things like that. Emma Bagwell, creation. Unique expression, flow of creation, joyfulness. Stay positive, stay focused on what you're creating. There is a design to all of this. We can let go of fear right now with this entire ascension process. I know there are earth changes going on and changes going on everywhere, but there is a design to this. It's all very divine. Rebecca Ann Cecido. I love it. If you are an empath and you did not see my video I just did, I thought I did. I tried my best I could, right? I was just talking about some empath stuff. Under this video, on this page, I did post it on here. I did an empath video that I'm going to try to do more videos like that too. I think it's really needed because I'm all about learning how to master these abilities, right? You know, I went from that third dimensional victim and this is a negative thing to kind of empowered and healing people. So it's always been my intent to try to help people along on that journey to kind of figure this stuff out. Rebecca Elders. Spiritual mentoring, equality, stability, wisdom, experience, and counsels. And I had to believe that if you're using labels even like lightworker, starseed, empath, and these kind of labels, then you're having a spiritual awakening and you're realizing your power. These are abilities that are coming online that we're sensing and feeling and perceiving energy. Becky Hall McBride, good morning. Thank you. Yes, please share this out. Becky, ether and matter, spiritualized matter, new life, sparkles, bedding in the light. And we have abilities of the mind where the things that we think about materialize into the physical. And I know people, not everyone is into this stuff yet, but if you look back at your life and you see, and even the negative experiences, those would have been things that you were afraid of or were thinking about that did materialize. You did create them, right? And so, you know, through some mastery, we can learn how to create positive things, our dream life, things we want, simply by staying more positive with the things that we're thinking about and speaking about. Kelly Lawton. Fire and water. Stillness amongst turmoil, feel, emotional integration, and we really are learning how to become those anchors of light so that when people are going through their storms, we're meant to be like that calm, grounding energy that people can come to. Keep working on grounding with your energy. Connecting with the earth has been powerful for me in my spiritual evolution. Getting outside, I go into a lot of the ley line areas and I like to connect with the earth and nature, and it has been really huge in my own process of, you know, activating and upgrading as well. Connect with nature more. A lot of souls find a power connecting with nature, with that energy. Deanna Lynn. Blessings beyond the soul path. Honor all life. Exchange of joy without karma or sacrifice. This is about finding compassion for all life as well. It's kind of part of the journey. See the divinity in everything. A lot of people know that plants and animals and people have auras and energy fields, and all life does. So try to see the divinity in all. Brittany Kerner, good morning. Family of light. Signs, guidance, initiate, and ancient wisdom. We're bringing a lot of ancient wisdom back just through the things that you know to be true. Sometimes you're seeing things that resonate with you. Hopefully this video, right? Hopefully you're seeing something spiritual and it's like, oh, I resonate with that. I like that. And that is your own knowledge coming back though. You're always seeing your own soul on this journey, whether it was the darker parts or the light, right? And so a lot of this is you're bringing back that knowledge. It could be something you're reading on Google or a video, and you begin to absorb it. This is kind of your soul remembering. We might not remember our past lives, but it's in your subconscious mind. So if you're drawn to a certain topic, like a lot of people are really drawn to like Egypt and places like that, chances are it is kind of you exploring your soul once again. I know that because I have no recollection of some of the places I've been here, but I happen to know that despite me not remembering, it's kind of my subconscious like, pay attention to this. You've been here before. Dale, nurture. Self-healing, Ruby Ray, birthing the new earth. Oh, and I forgot, you get the girl with the rose on it, of course. Paul Levin, good morning. Divine Cosmic Mother Womb. You're loved, you're safe, rest now, sleep well. A lot of this ascension will be done through the Divine Feminine. We're going to find that for a long time we have these kind of male-dominated systems and courts and whatever they do, right? And a lot of this healing will be brought forth from the feminine aspect as well. Because, you know, when you sever the feminine, not just in society, it's affecting the whole. So we're going to see that a lot of this ascension will be brought on with the feminine and the masculine rising together. Susan Irene. Divine Blueprint. Source self-embodiment. Inspiration. You're ready. And I know it might not feel like that when we're in this experience, but if we could see our spiritual resumes and see why we volunteered to come here, we would be like probably in shock, right? Because I know we've kind of fallen into this experience, but it's very important to remember why your soul chose to be here during this time. Tina Perry. Lemurian egg. Rest, regenerate, you're full of divine potential. I kind of look at it like we're in the womb. We're going through a serious transformation, right? We're really in the egg. We're in the cocoon. You really are the caterpillar, almost like turning into the butterfly. But take more time for yourself. I was just talking about this topic on my last video I did that I was telling you guys about, where it's very important that we're taking care of our own energy and doing our own lessons first. So important. I'm trying to find my comments. Give me a second. Give me a moment to pull the video up. Make sure you're dropping a comment if you didn't get a card too. Facebook's being lovely today. I can't see them all, right? I can't see all the comments. Janet Jones. Share space. Telepathy, co-creation, communing, and honoring. And, you know, just as we're picking up emotions and feelings, we're going to start to realize how telepathically connected humans are. Whether it was just like you thought of your friend and they call you first, or, you know, your friend is trying to tell you something and you already know it before they say it, or you can just feel things about certain people. We're all very telepathically connected. Bianca Mar Fernandez. Sovereignty, you get the dragon card too, I love it. I'm very into dragons. Right to choose, immunity to hooks. And, you know, just as we felt enslaved going through this process, we're going to realize we're sovereign. And, you know, the whole point of this was to liberate. Yes, we wanted to experience the feelings of both. It was supposed to kind of lead us to our power. It's about getting rid of the things no longer serving you. We know the things that stress us out. We just don't usually want to change these things because it takes work. We know what is stressing us out, what isn't good for our energy, what is making us worry. And those are the things that we need to release furtherly. Holly Fisher. Fire of transformation. Radical purification, violet flames, surrendering and resurrection. And you know, we all go through the same process. I know everyone's at different places, but we went through the same exact process. Work on your own healing. Work with the violet flame more. You're tuned into those energies and can really do a lot with them. Angelica Lafleur. Awakening. Know who you are, DNA activation. And that's what I believe this ascension process is, a process of where we have the choice to activate our DNA and, like I keep saying today, become multi-dimensional again. It's like the word of the day. We can become multi-dimensional again when we are not activated. We cannot perceive the other dimensional things around us. So through activating our DNA, we can really kind of activate our spiritual abilities and gifts furtherly. You guys know I do things like DNA activations on my site. Risa Jeline Laster. Cosmic Heart Source. Source of all. True home. just to be heart connection. Keep working on your heart chakra. I know we all had so much. I say that just coming on this planet and believing that we're separate and cut off from everyone and everything is very bad for our heart chakra. Being convinced that God was outside of ourselves and that we would go look in books in the Bible and places like that, very bad for our heart chakra. So now that we're going through this spiritual awakening, we have a lot of healing to do and expansion to do with that heart chakra. You guys know I do chakra openings and clearings on my site too. Esther Vita. Angelic ones. Divine healing is upon you. Divine grace and divine guidance. Kayla Deanne. Oh, good morning. Lemurian guide. Sister, friend, a teacher of infinite universal love. I love it. A lot of this is getting back to our Lemurian essence. I know a lot of people talk about Atlantis, but this was a place that was much like today with a lot of technology and, focus on the third eye. I believe that we're going to get back to these kind of heart-centered spaces such as Lemuria. So a lot of this is coming back. Kayla was definitely there as a guide. Jenny Burkstaller, breathing. Ground, feel sensations, purity, clarity, expression. We have a lot of beautiful energy outside today, I noticed. If you guys can, try to get outside this weekend. We need to connect with the earth more, connect with nature. It will help you ground. It'll help you, clear any negative ions out of your energy field. Try to get outside if you can more. Michelle Olson, well of dreams. That is also a chakra in your head. Creation, visions, messages, dissolve the veil, bliss and dreams. Keep working on your crown chakra. We have several chakras in that space, not just the third eye, other chakras that will activate and come online. Keep working on your chakras. Bianca Mar Fernandez, sending love to South Africa. Initiation, deep trust, deep healing, reconnection with all. And your whole life has been an initiation, right? You ever feel like you had tests or lessons going on? We for sure did. This is a school. And it is for warriors, right? That, your guides think you are brave for even being on this planet during this time, right? You were like, oh, I can do this easy. It's great, right? And then we kind of come here and it's a different story. So you're very brave to be here as a volunteer during this time. In whatever way you're meant to come assist with the energies here, bring some good vibes here. Let's see. Saran Naidu. Cosmic circles. Create sacred space. Embrace unlimited possibilities. Work on your space. Get some sage. Get some Palo Santo. It's amazing for clearing any negative energy. And so, I'm not saying your house is negative, but just sometimes we're putting out frequencies. We're thinking about a lot of things. You guys can see I'm huge on things like Palo Santo and sage. It'll just completely clear the energy. Do a good clearing on your space. It'll really help you. Lori Hagen. Arturians. Pure white light, DNA healing, sacred geometry. You for sure have a connection with these beings. We can think of, extraterrestrial, almost like there's a lot of ascended beings that are working with us, beings of light, and you for sure have that connection. Gretchen Hyatt, whale teachings, depth of experience and healing. Teacher and mentor, share wisdom. I know we're getting made into these roles, and you can wake up like me and I'm like, what? I'm a healer? Well, I thought I was this person. And we're really getting, pushed back into who we were before we came here at some point. So you can see you're kind of getting shaped into this teacher. Katrina Jackson, emergence. Celebrate sensuality, joy, right to enjoy, truly living. Keep working on your sacral. We can learn how to master our chakras and make more energy, I'm always saying, right? Have more fun, do something different. If you're always into the spiritual, try doing something completely different from that. Light up a different area of your brain, right? Sometimes we're so focused on the same things all the time. It's like same pathways. Time to get outside that box. Keep working on your sacral, whether it's like eating better food that's healthier for you or just, doing things you enjoy, tuning in through the senses. Gina Rodriguez de Villa, Travel with the dragon. Inner and outer journeys, belief in yourself, big shifts. All right, so I put up a post yesterday and it said something like, I'm too broke to travel, so I will be astral traveling. And I know everyone thinks I'm joking, but I did decide that it's probably a better deal for me that I astral travel. It's going to sound really weird, but I did astral travel to several locations that I wish I was traveling to for real. So we're realizing that there is this other world of the astral and the subconscious and the dreams that we can explore and travel. Keep working on your third eye. I'm not sure if you're consciously aware that you have astral traveled or that you may be traveling, but that is an ability that we can kind of fine tune. Pay attention to your dreams as well. Lee Kang Kush, right? Indigo Child. Inspire, heart, dialogue, action, passion, and community. I think that if you label yourself as the empath or healer, you probably are, you know, a starseed of some type. A lot of indigos are highly sensitive, right? Empathic, coming with different abilities. Maybe you just have like negative RH blood type, or you're sensitive to your environment, sensitive to toxins. Signs you might be an indigo starseed. Tina Dustin, crown. Right to know, go beyond attachments, divine alignment. Keep working on your crown chakra. That is your connection to higher consciousness. It will keep expanding. Things like meditation are good for that chakra. Kadee Perkins, star connection. Guidance from the stars, galactic self, unified field, and we're kind of getting back to, there's a lot around us that we maybe can't perceive with our actual physical eyes, and there's a lot around us. I had to tell someone this morning that was talking about fairies that just because people can't see everything around us doesn't mean that it isn't there. There are people that can see the spiritual around us. People have different abilities. Haley Fox. Expression, authentic expression, words and powerful truth. Find your truth. Keep working on your throat chakra. I know that kind of is like, right? Keep working on your throat chakra. Find your voice. Speak your truth. It's through fear that we begin to silence ourselves. And when we stop and we lose our voice, we lose our manifesting abilities. So through strengthening your throat chakra and using it to speak and using it to speak your truth, you can become really powerful with what it is that you're trying to manifest or create. So keep working on your throat chakra. I always say empaths need really good boundaries, that we need to be like, no, I'm not okay with this. I don't feel like doing this. No, I really don't think so. So set good boundaries too with that chakra. Alberto Salas, restore, time out for you, nature, shamanic signs, and we're doing a lot, and we're kind of running on the same treadmill, and we kind of need to shift focuses to the spiritual. So a lot of people are really focused on the material, and if you're wondering why things haven't gone as planned in your life, if we don't build things based spiritually, then they're probably not going to last. Take a break. I would advise people to rest a little more until like Sunday, because we're going to get hit with a lot of energy. So if you're tired or depleted, it can be a lot for your body to go through. Try to make sure that you are getting some rest and recharging until then. I do these storms like expert level. This is my job. I do this full time. So I see every storm, what happens. And a lot of people, you know, it's the end of the week. People will have worked all week. They'll be tired. And then we get nailed with a big wave of energy. And people are very tired. And it can make people, you know, harder to people have a harder time handling the energy. Wayne Weaving. Know yourself. Meditate. Who am I? The veil is lifting and opening. I would love to ask everyone on this feed that question. Who are you? And I'll probably get some like answer back like, I am the banker Tom so-and-so. I live here. No. Who are you before this incarnation? Who were you before you volunteered to come to this planet during this time? And a lot of people have this disconnect. If you feel a disconnect there, then you have a disconnect with yourself and who you are spiritually. So a lot of this awakening is us understanding, you know, who we are again, what our purpose is. I know that a lot of, you know, people that are into the Tibetan type of spirituality will meditate on questions like that, like, who am I? And, you know, I've seen a story of a woman talking about how she meditated on that question for like 10 years. before she got the answer back. Meditate on who you are. Janet Jones, surrender. Release misaligned energies, reattune to your truth. And a big part of this is surrender with the ego. Every single person on this feed will be like, I don't have ego. Well, do you have fear about things? That is ego. The fear that is blocking us, that is keeping us, in these comfortable realities that we don't like. Surrender to the universe. You've always been protected and taken care of, and that is a big part of the process. Brandy Wallace. Rise of true gentle power, true strength with the divine masculine. And, we have a lot of, the masculine is also going through its own transformation as well. Be patient with the masculine around you. They have their own journey they're doing, just as the feminine is. Have patience. I'm not sure who this person is in your life. Have patience and just know that everyone is going to go on this path ultimately and fast with these energies hitting the planet. So not everyone can feel the energies or is consciously as aware of the process, but every person is getting hit with the same energy on this planet that is huge for our spiritual growth. Chantel Perry, guidance. Inner compass, support, trust your guidance. We tend to want validation. Like, you think something is true. I see it all the time. Like, I think that it's like this. Can I get some confirmation? Sometimes it's just a knowing, and we don't need that confirmation. Stop looking for outside confirmation. Trust your own intuition. Trust that you have this amazing internal guidance that is leading you. Sharon Robinson Lindsay, awesome. Like the page. Let's see, wait. Sharon, stepping stones. Take the next step. Let go of the old paradigm. Time to let go of the old. Something new will collapse. The fall is my favorite time of year. It's time to get rid of things no longer serving us. Just as like the fall brings about a transformation for the trees. They shed the dead and then they regrow into the spring. We're going through that same kind of process. Continue to let go of the old, things no longer bringing you joy, things no longer lighting you up. Samantha Navarro. And while I do one card, you might want to go to my site and check out a card reading. If you guys are having ascension funk, can't move, having a hard time with these energies, I would really check out like a reading or a chakra clearing. Trust me, it will help shift you fast. Samantha. Earth and air, stabilization, physical integration, mental clearing. Your body's going through a lot. So we're going through a serious physical integration. Our DNA is changing. Our entire body is being rewired. I believe that we're growing new organs in places that science hasn't even caught up with yet. And so we're going through this physical process, and you really can feel it. So take really good care of your body. You might want to check out a clearing at some point, like I said. Mark Allen, sending love from England too. Mark, light language, universal language of oneness, of love. Listen with your heart. I'm huge. I was at a bunch of crop circles. I think of them like light language too. I was at like 5 crop circles this summer, and when it comes to interpreting them, I feel it's a lot like light language, where different people might be getting different messages from these things, right? And that we don't really decipher them with our mind. We, tune into them with our heart to interpret them. Keep working on your heart chakra. Rhonda Beams Williams. Heaven on earth. You're all invited to the 5th dimension. New earth, spirit and matter. Dakota Willis Gorst. Multi-dimensional. Word of the day. Multiple dimensions, timelines. Be you. Don't even try to fit in. I was just talking earlier about how we need to find our own vibration instead of going on to everyone else's and kind of absorbing the energy around us. We need to learn how to find our own frequency so that we're not kind of all over the place all day. Denise Baum. Unlock your gifts, sacred gifts, energy senses. Pure love is the key. It's a lot of why I do these videos too, to try to kind of teach this stuff and help people, better access. I believe that all people have psychic abilities and spiritual gifts that we can learn how to, through mastery, tune into and kind of fine tune. Keep working on your third eye. Edward Ted Burnell, and you get the beautiful card. I'm like, oh, it's so beautiful. It's space art. I love these cards. Right? Integration, forgive yourself and others. Reunion, let go of defenses, open the door. Since we're all one, I like to just kind of, this is what I was taught, that just picture the worst thing on the planet. Well, I think we can see the global leader doing it now, right? Just picture something awful and just forgive the worst things you can think of, because we've all been asleep and had all these crazy lives, and God only knows. I mean, the Akashic is vast, and that's just how we liberate. More forgiveness, and it's never with other people, it's always yourself. Stop being so hard on yourselves. We are so hyper aware once we wake up of ourselves, frequencies, everyone else, our own actions. Time to let go and stop being hard on ourselves about everything. Time to just let go. Like, it's a completely new day. Like, yesterday's gone, and just forget everything. When you're living in 5D, it's about just taking it a day at a time, waking up in the morning and just kind of going with the flow. And you don't want to be thinking about everything yesterday in today. Holly Fuller, Cities of Light. I love it. Looks like Shasta with the rocks. Cities of Light, Telos, Adama, Inner Earth, Etheric Retreats, Family of Light. A lot of you guys are being drawn to ley line areas, whether it's like Shasta, Tibet, Machu Picchu, Stonehenge. Maybe not physically drawn there. Maybe you're just be drawn to, you know, check these places out, or maybe you're seeing videos of it, or whatever it is. You're being kind of drawn back to certain areas. Let's see. Sarah Cornell. The Last Cloak. Release old identities. Magnificence release. You've been a million people this life. Everyone has. Yeah. You've tried out different roles and jobs and trying different things to find yourself time and time again. And then we tend to release and let go of the things that aren't really us, right? Like maybe you tried a job out, it wasn't for you. Then you become a different version of yourself. So we're always changing and growing and finding who we are. Time to let go of the past. We have a huge theme with that this week. Mariana Rapan. Shine your light. Wise actions. Space for grace. Kuan Yin. We have many ascended masters working with us at this time. Lynn Marie. Joy of life. Trust. Open your hands. Share. Let go. Yeah, the Schumann resonance is about to spike. I read the please comment. The Schumann resonance, yeah, it's crazy things are happening. Let's just say the frequencies are going up. And when this gateway does open, you can look at it like Sunday, it will begin to peak. This planet's going to get flooded with light, photons of light. I look at that like pure source energy hitting this planet. A lot of people might be like, the dark, right? It might feel like you're dying, whatever. That's just areas getting hit with light that might be in darker areas. It is good. This is a transformation that is occurring. It is kind of, you know, putting us on those divine frequencies. Laurie Hagen. Abundance. Fullness of source. Enough for all. Open. And that's, you know, 3D programming is lack, poverty, right? Not having enough. And fifth dimensional programming is about abundance, unconditional love, enough for everything. More manifesting. Bryson Costello. Inner child attunement. Go within, listen, loving parenting. A lot of you guys are parenting or learning how to have a healthy relationship with yourself, and that heals your inner child, because now you can take care of that inner child, right? Sometimes you didn't have everything you needed as a child from around you, and now you can heal those things within by taking better care of yourself and being there for you. Keep working on healing your inner child. Heavenly whispers. Healing, gentleness of love, realignment, transformation. And if you're wondering why we've all been led to this feed today, it is to heal. That's really what happens, right? We go through this process and we realize, oh, I have to heal myself, right? And we get back to this. And I believe that's beautiful and amazing, because it's a reason that we can bring everyone together, the need to heal, right? Then we can bring people back to unity. I've been doing it for a while in some of my areas here on Facebook, and it's really an amazing way to come back to unity through healing. More self-healing. Ashley Samak, observe. Loving eyes see all. See the truth, step back. Sometimes you have to step back from your own life to observe. Sometimes you need a break too, right? I had to do one of those, a reset, a break. Be the observer, right? Just kind of pay attention. Maybe take a break from the people around you. It can give you new clarity. Ashmar. Synchronicity, opportunities and divine timing, open to change, divine outcomes. Pay attention to number codes especially, 1111, 333, it could be 555. It could just be seeing something that means a lot to you or resonates with you. You know, the synchronicities are occurring to let you guys know you're on the right path. Emily Marzano, opening your heart. Right to love and be loved. Heart healing. Keep working on your heart chakra more. Is how we'll find, you know, that fulfillment within to continue to work with that chakra. Katie Perkins. Elven ways. Attune to nature's signs to find your way. Follow your heart, and it's really healing for us to be out in nature for our heart chakra. So we can see a lot of heart chakra issues going on collectively. Well, a lot of people have, you know, accepted a version of reality where they've become very cut off from nature. More heart chakra healing. Carls Brown, Rainbow Child. Unstoppable, new earth builder, multi-talented, miraculous alchemy. And like I said, you know, we have a powerful reason for being here, that we thought that we could build something new. Lydia New. Rising to Pleiadian frequencies, sacred bond, healing, clear space for higher energies. Tammy Oliver, oh, I love it. Star Children. No veils, psychic, different, cosmic inspiration and light. A lot of you guys are figuring out that we are those star children and we didn't quite fit in. Sometimes when you are a star seed, it was not appreciated that you came into your family line, right? We come into these 3D families of lineage. And sometimes it doesn't go unnoticed, right? It brings up a lot of uncomfortable things for a lot of people, but it's powerful stuff. Jaina Kaw, arise. Know and flow is the love that you are, bliss. Trudy Neal. Dove of peace, stay in the heart, all is well, be at peace. So I know a lot of people, you know, are in their psychic awareness and their third eye. We really have to shift back to a place of love and compassion. I thought that's why I love these Lemurian cards, right? Lemurian ways, getting back to nature, oneness, you know, a group consciousness. So this is really powerful stuff. Stay in your heart chakra. Samantha Navarro. Manifest, co-creation, gratitude, divine alignment, joyful visions. And you guys are creators on every level. Yes, even the stuff we didn't like, we created, and now through staying positive and, you know, setting intentions and being clear with what we're trying to create and manifest, we can really, you know, shift into a new earth, a new way of being. Let's see. Holly Asper. Elven Ones, Divine Creation Code, Starborn, Architects, Divas, Sacred Geometry. Dawn Schofald, Purity. You are pure. Open your spiritual eyes. Keep working on your third eye. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, my third eye's great. Oh, don't worry. Your psychic awareness will come online more and more. You will come to more and more lucidity, more and more spiritual clarity. Keep working with that chakra. Penny Evangelisis. Divine Feminine. Receive your birthright. Unconditional love. Oh, the comments are bad today. Blaze BC. Lemurian Shaman. Shadow dissolving and gaze at truth. Going beyond fear. Initiation. I love reading the comments. Christine Starcy Marie. Universe, Metatron, wholeness, commune with all life, micro and macro organism, As above, so below. Whatever is going on internally is going to be reflected in your external reality and the things that you are attracting to you. If you have feel or lack of something, you'll usually manifest that outwardly. So it's really important that we're paying attention to our internal state, how we feel. Are you grounded? Are you, out of balance? How is your energy feeling today? Important things to fall back on. Pay attention to your own energy. Make sure that you're grounded and doing good. I'm going to be getting off of here on that note, but I am available today and tomorrow for readings and healing work on my website. In order to set something up, just go book it on my site. I'll come find you. It's a really good day to get some readings too, because we're going through some big shifts, and I would love to assist you in maybe shifting to some better timelines or probabilities.